So good day, friends. Dr. Bob Hamilton here. And as you know, I am the host of the Hamilton Review, where kids and culture collide. This week on my podcast, we're talking about keeping the environment clean. And it's a pleasure to have this week Dr. Linda Lee, who is an adjunct professor of both public health and epidemiology at the University of Texas at Austin. She is also the chief medical officer of a company called UV Angel. So Dr. Lee, thank you for coming on the Hamilton Review. What do we talk about today, Linda?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Dr. Bob. It's been really interesting. I've really enjoyed your show. And really what we focused on today is not only cleaning the environment, because we all know how to clean the environment. We clean our houses every week. We pick up after ourselves, but nobody ever really asks, how did we clean the air? What did we do about the air? Yet in this pandemic, what are we dealing with? We're dealing with an airborne transmission. Yet if I say, well, what are you doing to clean for the pandemic? Well, I'm wiping down surfaces and I'm not touching the doorknobs and I'm wearing my mask. But yet at the end of the day, it's really the air. I like to tell people it came from the air. We need to do something about the air. And so we really talked about some new and innovative ways to use existing technology, because UVC, which is the technology that UV Angel uses, interestingly enough, has often been titled the technology that history forgot. Because the history of UVC was, as you as a doctor, you as a physician know this, UVC was used a lot in sanatoriums for TB. And then we got a lot of drugs coming along, and even Anthony Fauci says, you know what? He said, I came into infectious diseases when the pharmaceutical industry announced that there weren't going to be no more infectious diseases because we have all these great drugs. Well, what we found was these drugs created resistant or antibiotic resistant pathogens. Well, the same thing happened in the air. And so UVC made a resurgence in the early 2000s, late 99s, because it was one of the few technologies that still was able to treat resistant pathogens. So we talked a little bit today about treating the air and how you could treat the air safely.
It's a great conversation, friends. So tune in this week to the Hamilton Review podcast. You'll be glad you did. Until next time, take care.